One common parent question I get is, how do I handle natural consequences in the home? When something happens with the child in the home and there is an unexpected or negative behavior, how can I come up with an appropriate natural consequence? This is something that can be very difficult for parents, especially in the present moment when they're trying to determine what the best natural consequence is for a given action in the moment. And if you follow me, you know I've advised against using screen time as a reward. Have screen time as something that is structured during the day, because typically when screen time is used as a reward or a consequence, it creates more and more fights and turmoil within the home as the child is either trying to work hard to get more and more screen time, or they realize they're not getting what they want and their behaviors increase even more. So we have to think more about appropriate natural consequences in the moment. One of the best natural consequences that parents really don't think about in the moment, especially as emotions are getting high, is simply your attention. So when your child is looking to get something and is fighting about something that they want that they can't have, or if they're trying to avoid a task by increasing your dysregulation, simply choose not to respond. Use what is called a reset. Let the child know you hear them, you see they're stressed, you see they're upset, validate their feelings, and let them know we can talk about this in a couple of hours or maybe even 24 hours. Let cooler heads prevail over time. And I see that you're dysregulated. I don't want to get angry and say something that I don't really mean. Let's take a reset and let's talk about this at a later time. Or, this is a conversation I'm choosing not to have with you. You need to get your work done. You need to get your chores done. This is not a conversation I am willing to have. We always have to remember just how stimulating our attention can be to kids. True negative attention seeking can really be stimulating, especially when it turns a child away from a non-preferred task, such as homework or chores. Another common question is, how do I carry over consequences from the school day? So if my child was physically aggressive at school or was rude to a teacher, what do I do when they get home to carry over those consequences? Well, that's a major responsibility to parents, to have to carry over something that happened hours before in a completely different environment. So you're going to want to have those consequences set up within the school system, within the IEP, the 504, and to the people at school. That is a major burden for parents to have to carry over those consequences.